Hi, I'm Rachel and I work here at UFC for the Kids Ministry, and this is our Bible story follow-up video. So today in the Bible story, we learned about how Jesus is better. So the book of Hebrews was originally written for Jewish believers who would have been very familiar with the stories of God's work in the Old Testament. And throughout the history of Israel, God used different kinds of leaders for different roles. All these leaders helped to protect and guide the people to live under the Old Covenant. Prophets like Elijah and Moses received messages from God and delivered them to his people. Kings like David and Solomon helped the people obey God by helping enforce these rules that God had given to them and by ensuring that the people had safe places to worship God. Priests like Aaron and Eli acted as the go-between to make sacrifices on behalf of the people, and they spilled the blood of animals needed to pay for sin. But Jesus was a perfect prophet, priest, and king. He is better than any other leader, and he perfectly fulfilled all of the duties of all three main kinds of leaders. Jesus, our great high priest, brought a better covenant. And a covenant is a special kind of promise, often between God and people. So in the Old Covenant, people had to offer sacrifices again and again to cover their sins. In the New Covenant, Jesus' perfect sacrifice is enough for all sins forever. In the Old Covenant, people who had faith in God's promises still had the burden of the law weighing on them, reminding them that they could never earn God's love. In the New Covenant, Jesus' perfect righteousness frees us from the burden of the law. We can rest in God's love for us, knowing that we are saved by faith, not works. Jesus is better than anyone and anything. He is the better prophet, the better priest, and the better king. And everyone who trusts in Jesus has salvation from sin through his perfect life, death, and resurrection. That's all. See you next time.